was that? Is it good now? Hello, 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 hello. Is it good now? You hear me?
I'm
Hear me?
still
Hear me?
not.
Oh God, yes. Oh, okay. No. Let me close
I
that.
fixed it.
Don't drive me crazy. Sheesh.
Oh boy.
Well, even though we were early, we're now 1 minute late. So I guess we can go ahead and get this show on the road.
All right.
Is there anything you got to do beforehand?
I just wish I wasn't dropping frames, but I don't know. Whatever.
Well, maybe it's good on YouTube.
Yeah, it'll be good on YouTube.
Okay.
That's why I don't understand. Like Twitch will drop, but YouTube's fine. But,
that is weird.
Oh well.
All right.
Nothing we can do about
it.
Oh
well. Yeah. Hello, welcome back to Games Broadcast and Bullshit for episode 13. Holy cow. I can't believe we're already on the 13th episode. I probably said the same thing about the 12th episode.
I can't believe anything.
It's wild, isn't it?
Everything. This whole world's wild to me, all right? So.
Time is... Jesus. I feel like we just started this like 2 weeks ago, and now here we are in almost
It's been
December.
more than 2 weeks.
Right? It's God, time, man. I don't understand it. But anyway, my name is Wendy, better known as Bravo Chick on Twitch, and Bravo Chick 10 on Twitter and the Insta. So how's everyone doing? And yeah, welcome back to this here episode of the podcast. My fellow co-host Nick. What's up, Nick?
Oh, not too much, sitting here, and I'm excited to come talk and be part of this podcast here. We got a banger here. I wish we had more gaming news. It's hard to come across it right now. It's just that time of year, right? But
there's a lull in gaming news right now. But we did have a crap ton release 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I feel like we've definitely had a lot of gaming stuff like the past few months, for sure. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of on the come down a little bit as we head into the holiday season. Mm-hmm. But
So last episode, it was kind of, about all those game releases. I think we were looking at, like, Texas and Goat Simulator 3 and Warzone?
Yeah, Call of Duty Warzone. More on that in a bit.
And one other game, like, it was like boom, 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 boom. Like, everything out in that 1 week.
On PC.
Spider-Man, Miles Teller or something
Miles
like
Morales, all right?
Okay, that Miles. I'm getting my Miles mixed up here. So, it was that, and then COD, and a lot of COD. And we introduced a new feature that's, I think is going to be awesome going forward. We had chat interaction on the last podcast. I really enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to hopefully some more chat interaction tonight. And I think it's going to be a new great thing for the podcast.
It's great. It's great. Everything's great. The podcast is great. You're all great.
We can all be great together.
But yeah, that's basically what happened last episode. You're totally correct. And here we go. We got a new podcast episode here today. And another week, we had to take another week because we had a Thanksgiving in the America.
Yes.
Not for me. I'm from Canada up here. I'm in Maple World, but...
Yep. We had our Thanksgiving last week, and I'll be talking about that here a little later in the show.
Yeah, that's called the BS section for you guys.
Yeah. So, I guess to kick things off, what you been playing there, Nick?
The most thing I've been playing has been Call of Duty Warzone. Mm-hmm. And I might as well just throw it out there. I'm gonna go on my rant right now. It's trash. It's so bad. It's so bad that I don't even want to stream it until they fix a lot of the issues going on with the game right now.
That bad?
Yeah.
What is bad about it? What's going on?
There is multiple crashes a day is the main thing. When you're playing Warzone, which is a battle royale, you got 150 people that, go in with nothing, but you start off with a pistol. You got nothing, right? You got to go in, you got to loot up, you got to get your gear, guns, all that, and you basically fight to the last person alive. So these games can be like half hour long, right? So the further you get along, the more adrenaline you get, and it gets pretty crazy. And the worst thing that can happen is you just get booted out without without a fight. You just crash to desktop. No more game. That's it. It's it's a very frustrating experience for sure.
That sucks. Oh man.
And it's not just me having this issue. It seems to be anybody trying to play it on PC. I think I've heard the consoles are crash free from what I've heard. So it's a PC related issue.
So it's a PC issue. That is interesting.
And it's been like 2 weeks now since it's come out, and I feel like the crashes are getting worse by the day. And I've also been watching like other streamers try to play, and there's a new feature in Warzone which is basically getting a nuke. And to get a nuke, all right, you have to win 5 games in a row, back to back to back to back to back. And then after you win 5 games in a row, you get a quest where you can go in, like a contract. You go in, and then you got to collect a bunch of like elements and bring it to somewhere at the end of the game, and it'll launch a nuke, and you win the game with a nuke. It's actually
like
really cool.
Automatically?
Yeah, it's extremely hard because the entire time you grab these elements, you're painted with a big crown, and people can see where you are 24/7.
So they're like, stop them from getting the nuke.
So it's been a really cool thing to watch, like these streamers try to get it, because it's a lot of good content. But every time somebody crashes out of the game, they lose their streak.
Oh, feels sad, man.
And
yeah,
this
that
happens
does suck.
a lot. Like every time they get on the streak, especially when you're on game 4 and you won 4 in a row.
I was gonna say, I would be so pissed.
Yeah.
If I was at game 4 and it crashed the desktop, I would be raging. I would be like, uninstall this shit right now. Oh,
Yeah. So that's kind of what's going on. A lot of stuff like that. And there's just a ton of bugs in the game and a lot of balancing that needs to be fixed. It's not finished. And for a goddamn company that makes so much money, you know, and they keep putting new things into the store to get more money, right? More skins and everything. And it's just broken. It's still broken. They're not doing anything about it. So
that sucks, because you know they have the money, they have the resources to fix these problems, but they're just like, kids are going to play it anyway, why should we fix it, I guess. I don't know. Who makes these games? I honestly have no idea.
The multiplayer is good. I've been having fun with the multiplayer aspect of it, and like the original, like the one that you buy, all right? Because Warzone is free to play, and it's always been free to play. So the one that you buy, it actually works. It's all right. I've been having fun with it. That's when I was doing my camel grind. I was able to do like 12-hour streams, no problem. I was having fun the entire time.
Right.
So it's Warzone. I get 8 hours in, and I want to rip my hair out. Just from everything going on in the game, so. Yeah,
there's nothing like a freaking game crash to really make you frustrated. So yeah, that really sucks, and hopefully they push out a fix for that soon.
Hopefully. We'll see, but that's been my rant, and that's basically what
I was going to say, is there anything else you want to rant about?
I've done a couple rants on here. I've gone at it like with Twitch.
Oh, yeah. We're very ranty, I guess. Yeah,
it's got to be said, you know, like, you know, I just...
And, like, AAA titles and Warzone and, yeah. But,
I got to put it out there, you know. I got to let people know that this is an issue, and we got to, you know, put a stop to this stuff. Stop supporting these things. I did buy a skin on day 1 because I was excited. I did spend a little bit of money, but I will probably not be doing that for a while until they fix the game. Once I know that everything's good, then I'm like, now I'm confident to spend my money on the game. So.
Okay.
But.
Well, that is fair. So outside of Warzone, what have you been up to?
Well, you know, Spider-Man. I did actually get that and played Spider-Man Miles Morales, and I had an incredible time playing it.
Spider-Man Miles Teller. Yep.
Yeah.
Great.
It was such a fun game. I did enjoy the other Spider-Man too from not two, but like the other one, the original one. That was a lot of fun. Played through that, and Miles Morales is just as good. So.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm looking forward to I guess watching those videos on your YouTubes.
It's already up. So.
Already there.
The whole thing. It's all one video. All there.
Really?
7.5 hours or
all
something.
Of it.
It's one video.
Oh, I didn't know you like bookended it in one stream or whatever.
No, I didn't do it in one stream. I actually I put it together and then I uploaded it already. It's already done.
So. Oh, the whole thing.
The whole thing. I'm already done. I'm done the game. It's like 7.5 hours of story.
Okay.
So, because I cut out, I think, did I cut out? Usually, I'm just
Sounded-
trying to put in the story of there, so it's about a 7.5 hour game for someone. I played on like the highest difficulty, so
It's kind of weird thinking of Spider-Man and not being Peter Parker, though. I will say that. Like that's. But I'm sure maybe it'll bring a new spin to Spider-Man or something like that. Hell, I don't know.
yeah,
Yeah, I'll have to watch it and see.
well, so like Miles Morales, it was actually it was like a comic spin-off, and they actually did I think what kind of movie was it? It was like a animation. It was an animation film. So there is I think it's called Into the Spider-Verse or something along those lines, and it was the story of Miles Morales. So it is on the screen. It is on the televisions of movies or whatever. So yeah.
Interesting.
I've been back to Far Cry as well because it's been quite a few months since I played Far Cry.
Started that and then kind of got away from it a little bit.
I can't remember what came. Something started, and I think I got onto like Factorial or something like that. I just started.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, it was about the time back in the summer when I started to get into that, and kind of put Far Cry onto the burner, and here we are. We're back to it, so we're trying to finish Far Cry 4.
Fourth one. Yeah. That was the one I played a little bit. I actually got Far Cry 4 free when I bought my 970. So that shows, I guess, how old that game is. But I think it's
2014,
a good game,
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right. But yeah, I think it was a good game. I didn't finish it, but I played a good bit of it and I enjoyed it. I don't know why I didn't finish it because I'm bad about finishing things, I guess. Like I'll start a television, like start binging something on Netflix or something, and I get to the last season and I just don't watch it. It's a very bad habit to get into, I will say.
Yeah, I could be like that too, but I'm also like the type of person where I need to finish one thing before I move on to another thing. Like I need to.
I think with me, it's like something is so good and I don't want it to end. Like I did it specifically with MASH. When MASH was on Netflix, I watched all of it but the last season, and it was like I loved it so much I never did watch that last season. Then they took it off of Netflix, and it was off there for the longest time. Then I got Hulu, and it was on there. So I was like, okay. I actually started it all over from the beginning and watched it and finally finished the last season. And
Well, see, you
I was
finished
glad.
something.
I was glad because it's so good. It's so good.
Then there's been a game that I played with you, and that was a lot of fun.
So. Goat Simulator 3! Whoop, whoop.
That was such
Whoop,
a
whoop.
funny
I'm a
game.
goat.
And like I can't wait to like maybe have another night of maybe a few drinks or something. We get together.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe have like 4 people or something, have a full game on there. It would be so nice to get Trucker DJ and Sintog and you and I actually
agree.
together for a night because
what's the max on
4
on Goat Sim 4? Aw. Because I was thinking, roping Tindrick and Bryant into that would be really fun too.
Hell yeah.
That
So
kind of sucks.
actually we probably have a higher chance of you and I and those two being able to get into a game than
This is true.
Trucker
because
DJ and
Trucker
Sintog.
because they're professional truckers now,
Yeah.
and so trying to get all our schedules aligned is
Yeah, and they're like over the road or
Yes.
something, so they're all over the
Yeah.
country and they can be away for weeks at a time. So
Yeah. Yes, Noctilucent. I know the Coca-Cola is backwards, and it's driving me as crazy as it's probably driving you. I don't know why it's backwards.
it's good on my end.
That is so weird because even on Discord, it's like backwards, but
Yeah.
it's good on your.
Yep.
I can't obsess about it, otherwise, it'll drive me crazy. What's up there, Puberta? How you doing today? And Road Dog, thanks so much. Hope everyone's having a great evening. Welcome to Games Broadcast Bullshit with Wendy and Nick. So, yeah, I guess that's all that you've been playing. I've been playing a lot of Texas, a lot of American Truck Simulator Texas. Really, 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 really enjoying it. I think with every state that comes out, man, ATS just becomes more playable. It's just
The map
so
is
great.
definitely expanding. There's
It
lots
is,
there
and
now.
Texas is huge. Like, it is so big.
I did
I
enjoy
think it takes about 1,000 miles to get from Brownsville to New Mexico.
That sounds about right.
That was a lot. That was a lot.
I played a little bit, and I'm definitely, down to play more. So,
Yeah, I wanted a truck every day this week, and I did Monday. But then
Hey, one day.
yesterday I had a little wrench thrown into the plan. I was supposed to, well, what I thought I was supposed to like go get blood work done, but I ended up being there longer. I'll get into that in the BS section, but yeah, didn't get to stream yesterday, and today's the podcast. But tomorrow, I definitely plan on getting back and doing some more trucking on the roads. I think Tendrick is gonna come and roll with us, so
Hey, let's go. You might see me there. Who knows?
yeah,
I
that'd be
might stop
great.
in.
That's something I wanted to talk about. For a good year now, we've primarily, when it comes to multiplayer, we've been playing SES Convoy mode, and I love it. It's great. It's a lot of fun, but I will say, here lately anyway, I've been getting more back into Truckers MP. I don't know why. It's not like the servers for American Truck Simulator have had like a population boom or anything. They're still, pretty low numbers, but I guess sometimes that traffic can just be so aggravating, in SES convoy mode. I swear the
Mm.
traffic is more aggressive and more aggravating in the convoy mode than it is single player. I don't know if that's true or not, but
I
it
also find it's
always
been getting
felt
worse
that
over
way.
the time. Like,
It
I'm sure
it
they're doing
has
updates to improve the AI
improve
traffic, but
improve the
I
AI
think
traffic.
I think we've gone over this before where they're a little too realistic. All right,
Yeah. Eh.
because I'll get in my car, I'll drive around, and people already make me mad. People don't know how to drive, blah 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 blah. And then after a day of that, I'll get on Truck Simulator, and I got to deal with it all over again inside a video game. I'm like, oh my god,
Yeah,
right?
it's just
They
frustrating.
don't know how to drive, so
And with
it's
Truckers MP, there's no traffic, and I don't know, it's just kind of nice, especially streaming. I can just get on there and cruise and watch chat and hang out that way, and
yeah,
it's
100%.
it's just easier and more fun that way. I still love playing single player, and I want to get back to playing on my single player modded profile for sure. And I need to start a new profile for regular multiplayer because I know you and Trucker DJ have both started new profiles, so I need to do
Yeah.
that and try to get caught up.
Start a new profile because I just feel like I'm trying to move things over and from other like
Mm-hmm.
I've reset Windows a few times. I'm trying to transfer my
Right.
files over,
Mm-hmm.
and then I've got like 20 different profiles in there. This time I just said, you know what, wipe everything, start new. I don't
Oh, that
need
would kill me.
I
Oh.
don't need my old stuff. Whatever, it's gone.
But
It's in the
yeah,
past. It's memories now.
that one time, we did play Goat Simulator, and we tried to play Plate Up because I
Mm.
love that game so much, but Trucker's computer does not like him for some weird
Yeah,
reason.
something on that
He
end. It's
wasn't
not
able to
working
play
for
it.
him. So, because
Yeah,
you
it
and
was
I were able
weird.
to get into a game,
Yeah.
and I think uh, I tried to play with Trucker DJ once before, and it was the same issue. He wasn't able to join.
I was wondering what would happen if he hosted it.
I've tried that. I've tried to get him to host, and I join in, and I don't know, it didn't
That
work.
is that is so weird. But
So,
anyway,
what's going on, Ken?
yeah. But Goat Simulator is so much fun. It's such a crazy
Oh
party
yeah,
game,
I've
and
never played Ghost Simulator before, right? Like they
me
had
neither.
two. I think Ghost Simulator and Ghost Simulator 2, right? So
I'm not sure if there was a two. I feel like they
I
just
think
did
there was there.
in coffee stain
Maybe.
studio fashion. They just went from one to
Oh yeah,
three because
maybe
why
you're right.
not?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
because I remember seeing the original Goat Simulator, and I'm thinking, well,
Yeah,
it
I
it
guess.
wasn't as graphically pleasing for one thing, and for another, I'm like, it looked buggy and kind of poorly done. But the third, like the newest one, man, it is chef's kiss. It's everything you want in a party game and more, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, there's
It's a
like
lot of
tons of
fun.
mini games. I'm sure the first one is the same, but
Hmm.
like to have a modern version and
Oh,
it runs great. So
you can steal a car as a goat and drive as a goat. What's I can use my tongue to carry Trucker or Nick around anywhere I want to go. Be like,
my
you're coming
favorite
with
was
me.
trying to get the thing so my goat went flying through the air. I just kept doing that over
Yeah,
and over again. I just love launching my goat through the air,
yeah.
like not the
It's
same way over and over
so
again. Just
much fun.
finding different ways to make my goat just go flying was.
Right. So much fun.
Yeah, that was my favorite part, and yeah, it's definitely a good game. Maybe you're playing and with a group of friends or something, and you just
Hmm.
want a game to just kick back and just do some random stuff on it. Who knows what you're gonna
Yeah,
do on that game,
random,
right?
totally
So,
random stuff. Yeah.
oh yeah,
Um, I
That's
had
funny.
already left for the night, but I think you and Trucker went into like a yoga studio or something like
Oh,
that, and it
yeah.
was so funny because I was in your stream, and I was like, no, I can't believe I missed out on that because that was so freaking funny.
Yeah, it was the guy speaking was just hilarious. I can't even remember everything he was saying. I was laughing the entire time trying to listen to this guy.
Yeah,
But that's Goat Sim for you. It's great.
yeah, that's good. Sim, great game. As far as gaming news, I don't know if we said it last episode, but Oklahoma will be the next state for American Truck Simulator. So woohoo, let's go Okie. Um, Looking at Oklahoma on the map as compared to all the other states, it's fairly, it's a lot smaller. So I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I expect Oklahoma to be out by the end of spring.
I would probably agree with that. I've already
Mhm.
seen they're posting videos of stuff and they're posting content
Mhm.
on Oklahoma, right? So
Mhm.
they're getting to work at it. So
Oklahoma, where the wind comes swooping down the plains.
so when it
Uh,
comes to American Truck Simulator, as you know, a
yep.
veteran in the trucking of ATS yourself there.
Yeah.
Um, is there anything else you want to see in the game other than like, of course, the other states that are coming? But is there anything else outside of states that you would like to see?
Oh yeah, I would love to see the trucks get dirty. I would love to see a more variety of trucks. Like I'd love to drive like a dump truck or a rigid truck, as I think they're called, like a rigid body, where you don't necessarily have a trailer, but it's like all in one system. I think that would be fun. I would like to see a change to the game economics because I think the game is way too easy as it sits. Um,
Maybe like a you can choose the difficulty maybe or something.
yes,
Like an easy
yes.
economy if you want that, or
Mm-hmm.
a tough like economy. That'd be
Yeah, like a
neat.
really tough economy mode
Like
would
a
be
realistic
awesome.
economy or something like that.
Yeah,
Something along those.
because like it'll have you delivering soda from Albuquerque, New Mexico to Seattle, Washington, and you're making like $90,000 off that load. Now,
You
that
could buy a
load
truck
may
almost with
be that,
that.
yeah, that may be like what the load is worth, but that's not what the driver is getting. You know what I mean? So yeah, I would love to see a more difficult economy mode. I would also like to see um how do I phrase this? Geographically appropriate weather, I guess.
Yeah.
So in Montana, and up north, maybe you'd get some snow,
Yeah,
but
when you
like
go
you
up
would
like
you
the
wouldn't.
mountains and all
Yeah,
that.
but like you wouldn't get snow in like I don't know, like El Paso, Texas, or something like that. That's the kind of
I
stuff I'd
think
like to
like a
see.
realistic you know, climate system in the game would be freaking awesome.
I think so too.
That'd be wicked.
They have signs. They're like, um, there's signs that'd be like caution, severe winds. It would be so cool because I've been in a big rig, and stiff winded. You do that wind throws that trailer around, and you can definitely feel it.
Could you
So
imagine something
having
like Flight Sim has, where it picks up the weather that's currently in that location
oh
and
my
it brings
god,
it
that's
into the
the
game,
dream right there. That is the dream right there.
right?
That would be amazing. That'd be
Because I think that's so
great.
cool about Flight Sim, where if there's a
Mm-hmm.
hurricane going on, you can go take your plane to where the
And
hurricane
fly at
is
it.
and fly
You
through it
can literally
basically.
fly through it. Yeah.
Ken here says that seeing your workers on the road in single player, like actually on the
Yeah.
road driving, that would be really neat to see too.
That would be cool, and I know the big one that a lot of people want. It's not something I've wanted necessarily, but I know a lot of people would like to be able to get out of their truck, and to do I guess go back there and manually hook up your airlines and lower your trailer and all that jazz. But I mean, I
Yeah,
wouldn't hate it if that happened. I think that'd be great, but there's other stuff I'd like to see before
right.
that, like the geographically appropriate weather and such.
Like
I
they
want
definitely have
my
the
truck
more
to get
arcadey
dirty.
approach to the
They
simulator,
do. They do.
so
Mm-hmm.
which is totally okay. Like it works out.
Yeah.
You jump in your
Mm-hmm.
truck and
Right.
uh,
Jelly Bean says more than just in the garage. Yeah, I think it would be cool if you could go repair your truck at your garages and it would be a lot cheaper. That
mm.
would be a cool little thing.
Oh, okay. Here's another thing. You remember how we were talking about like the ultimate game where
Mm-hmm.
all the simulators into one?
In the
Could you
one, yeah,
imagine like like a mechanic simulator like in there too? So
that
you
would
bring
be
your
so cool.
Oh my god.
Truck dealers, you know, or tractor dealers, or plane dealer, because you know someone's got to sell these things too. Like it's just the big MMO of simulators. You know, you'd have city planners planning out. Okay, the farm's over there. Gonna put that there.
It's coming.
just
It's gotta be. Someone's already
across
got
the
to be
board.
working on it. I swear. Someone's got to be.
Yeah, but like if someone just started it yesterday, that's gonna be at least a 10-year project, because it's a big project.
I'm gonna have to become like a Cyberman to be able to live long enough to see this game.
Probably, yeah.
uh,
It's crazy.
hard
City
truck
Briber
series.
Simulator. Just make Roy a real game.
What's the
Roy.
hard truck series? Do you know what that is?
Back in Hard Truck series. I have no idea. You talking about like the 18 wheels of steel there, kid?
Maybe that's what it
Just
is.
make Roy
I think
a
that
real
makes
game.
sense, right? That's what I'm thinking of.
What is Roy? Who is Roy? You talk about my Uncle Roy. An Uncle Roy simulator. Oh, that would be interesting. You haven't seen that? No, I haven't seen that episode of Rick and Morty yet. Nope, not yet. I'll have to get on that. But that's kind of all the game news we have. Like I said, it's kind of dry out there right now. There was some stuff out there, but nothing that I personally felt kind of newsworthy for the podcast.
Yeah, if there's anything maybe you guys want to share in the gaming world, feel free, right? Maybe there's a game that you maybe want us to talk about on here, right? Because for the most part, I try to get as much information as possible, but obviously, you know, the information I get is more geared towards the games that I play.
Exactly. Same.
Right?
Same.
And
it's like I told Nick, I was like, I seen something about Fortnite, but I was like, who cares about that? Meh.
that game is
But,
old
you
now,
know,
right? So I'm sorry, but it's aging. It's aging. Let's be real now. It's time to put that game to rest.
Can we tell Fortnite to look at the pretty flowers and then bam?
I'm down.
But no, I'm sure that you know, if you're a Fortnite fan and you enjoy playing that game, you know, I'm glad you enjoy it. But it's not for me per se. But yeah, I know a lot of people that do enjoy that game, that enjoy raging at that game, and but I'm just not one of them folk. I almost did play Fortnite when it first came out. One of my streamer friends was playing it, and I came like that close to picking up Fortnite, and I was just like, no, I don't think I'll enjoy it. But I came pretty close to getting it.
I played a little bit. Like I couldn't get into it. Obviously, I tried it out because you know there's people I know that are playing it. They asked me, so I start playing a little bit. I don't know. I remember, I think running around, like pushing somebody around in a shopping cart or something. I don't. And then like the battle royale, right? So I'm like getting near the end, and then I'm gonna get into a battle with somebody. Well, I'm a person that plays video games, and I know how to shoot a gun. When it comes to that kind of stuff, I can aim and whatnot. I'm good. I'm looking at this guy, and the next thing you know, there's like a freaking skyscraper in front of me because all that game was how fast can you build like a skyscraper, and I don't know. I'm like, all right, I've had enough of this.
Is it kind of like I think like I don't know, PUBG meets Minecraft kind of thing?
I wouldn't even bring PUBG into it. And yeah, it's the same like
how dare you
as Battle Royale,
like
but
that,
like
Bravo.
it has nothing. It's not the same. So the premise is like the very, very base mechanic is the same. That it's a battle royale, 100 people, last one alive wins. But everything about it was like different. So oh yeah, it was hard truck, 18 wheels. It still had the workers thing. Is what Ken was saying.
Well, that's pretty cool. I didn't get to play those games.
I played a little bit, but I just remember the ice road one. There was like an ice road trucker. So I remember doing that one. That's it.
Yeah, I missed over those games, but I'm pretty sure by the time those games were out, I was longing and wishing there was a good trucking game. But I was still more like console oriented at the time and not really on the PC looking at games that much. There was a time there for a while. I thought Steam was a virus. So I kept on installing it. I'm like, why does the Steam keep coming back? What is it? Get this off of my computer right now.
It was trying to find its new host.
It did. It was like, no, you love me. You're gonna love me. Just wait.
Oh,
Just wait.
that's
You're gonna
great.
pour so much money into me and get so many games, and then you're only gonna play like 3.
Alaskan Truck Sim, you mean? No, 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 not Alaskan. It was like a 18 Wheels of Steel, and this was many years ago, and there was like you could drive on ice, like an ice road or something. So Alaskan Truck Simulator is that new game that like just came
It's
out,
the new one. Yeah.
where you can get out of your
I-
truck and hook up the
Did
wires
they-
and
th-
stuff.
Is that still in like demo mode, or can you play
I
it
think
properly
that's
now?
I think that's out. No, well maybe I'm wrong. No, 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 it's not out. No, it's planned
Damn.
for next year now.
That game,
So.
Jesus, that game it has been on my Steam wish list for like 4 years or something crazy like that. Sheesh.
Yeah, but you know.
Um.
So
Anyway,
what are we doing
Yep.
next week? What are we doing? You and
so
I.
next week is next Thursday, December 8th, 2022 is the Game Awards, and we're gonna kind of have like a GBBS live special. So the Game Awards are gonna kind of be co-hosted by Nick and I, but on our channels respectively.
Yeah,
I think it's
so
gonna be fun.
we're gonna
and
be
I'm looking
on
forward to it.
Twitch, and we're gonna be basically streaming. We're gonna have the video of the Game Awards show, and we're gonna be kind of doing a commentary over top of it. you know,
Yeah, commentary.
hanging out
yeah,
with
I
you
think it's
guys, and
I mean, maybe we will actually co-host the gaming awards one day. That would be kind of fun. That'd be cool. But until that happens, we're gonna just do our little spin on it.
yeah. So I don't know exactly what time it's at. Usually they do it in the evening hours.
Yeah, my guess would be like 7 or 8 p.m.
Yeah, that sounds
Eastern.
about right. I think that's roughly when they're gonna do it. So
And can't you go vote right now? It's
Yep.
something I need to do actually.
yeah, so you can
go
vote on the
on
website,
the Game Awards. Yep.
thegameawards.com, or
There you go.
on Steam. You can do it through Steam as well. You can vote for your
Cool.
games on Steam. So
Heck yeah. Yeah, that's something I need to do. Epic
And-
deals going on right now. Star Wars Squadrons is free on Epic right now, and it's like a $40 game, so I just picked it up. Thought
that's pretty good.
cool.
I
I
think
don't know if I'll ever play it, but if I ever
think I've heard
decide
good
to,
things.
it's gonna be there. And then pretty sure Epic will be giving away one free game every day in December. So
Yeah,
tune into that.
they're doing
sure.
their annual Christmas thing where I think how they did it. I'm not sure on the exact thing, but they might do like one free game a day or something for like a specific time frame. I haven't been able to read up exactly what they're going to do. I don't know if people know exactly what they're going to do, but just keep an eye out in the Epic Game Store during December. You might see some good deals
There you
for
go.
free games there.
Free games.
They are usually pretty good with that. So, and a lot of times it's actually a pretty good game that comes on there.
Yeah.
Every once in a while there'll be a really good game that's pretty popular.
I have picked up some really good games through the Epic free games thing. Like,
Same.
yeah, some of them are kind of meh. You're gonna pass over that, or it's free. I may as well grab it, right? But like, I have picked up some pretty good titles, so it's kind of cool.
Look, I don't like downloading a whole other launcher for my games, just as much as you do. But hey, when something's free, sometimes we gotta just do it anyway.
Epic catches a lot of hate, and I'm not sure why. Like,
I hate their launcher.
Steam-
Terrible launcher. I'm sorry, but
Weird. I've never had any problem with them. Why?
it takes 9 years to open. I swear, you sit on there and it's loading forever. I'm doing it right now. I'm watching the load. It's loading. It's taking forever.
Oh, it's loading. It's loading. It's loading.
Their download manager is crap. How to look through your games in the library, I just don't like. I don't know if it's because I'm used to Steam. It just.
Yeah.
I guess
mean,
I'm also
Steam will
comparing
always
to
be number
Steam,
one
right?
in my
Like Steam
heart.
is.
Yeah.
Steam has such a good interface. Everything's
Jelly
done.
Bean says,
pretty
yeah,
good.
black screen simulator is what Epic
Exactly.
is.
That's what I'm saying. But
I still it's my second favorite game launcher just because I can't stand any of the other ones like the EA one or the one for Blizzard or what is it, Uplay, or is Uplay for Blizzard? I don't even know.
No,
Don't care.
That's
Can't
different.
stand them. They're awful. I wish everything was still through Steam. Like if I can get something through Steam, gimme. But yeah,
Use
don't
Epic
mind
more
Epic.
than Steam.
it's
Interesting.
interesting, Ken.
Interesting, because yeah,
You
most people
play
I know.
horrible. I agree, Tinder. You play as
Yeah.
trash. So is the so is the
So is
EA
their
game
games.
launcher. So is their games.
Yeah.
Yes, EA can suck it.
Hmm.
But yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we've definitely had an EA rant on this stream.
Oh, yeah.
We've had an
Yeah,
Ubisoft rant.
Yeah.
You Play is gone is now Ubisoft Connect. Exactly. They like renamed it. It's the
Well, I
same
think
launcher.
EA
It's
did
just
the same
renamed.
thing because EA had Origin, which was trash,
But
and
they have
now
a whole
have like
different launcher.
EA.
Like it's completely different. But the
Yeah,
thing is with
it's completely different.
Uplay is just pretty much renamed. It's like slightly changed, like the visuals are kind of changed, but I'm pretty sure the core of the launcher is the exact same as
It's
how it's
probably
always
like
been.
a Rockstar launcher or something like that. There, Jelly Bean would be my guess.
Oh, every game's got to have their own launcher now.
I know, and it's so aggravating. Even like
Just
Cities Skylines. I can't just load Cities Skylines and play it anymore. I load Cities Skylines and it launches a launcher.
you know why
I'm
they
like,
do that,
okay,
right?
I need a launcher from a launcher because launchception. Why?
Because they want you to make an account so you can give them all your information so they can sell it for money.
I think so too. There is a lot of information farming these days, and it's kind of wild.
That's crazy. It's crazy. You know, every company, you know, every time you go shop in a store, can I get your email so we can sign you up?
Oh God, yes. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's crazy. So much stuff, and then you make accounts everywhere you go. They want you to make an account so they can get more information from you, and then they can sell it to marketers. So we get even more ads in our face. That's all it is. So
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I seen. Well, I'll save this. Let me make a.
GOG best one. GOG is a good launcher. Just they don't have like the games
I've
on
never
there.
heard of GOG launcher. I don't guess.
It's good. A
I'll
lot of
take
people,
your word for it.
but it's just not used. It's just not used for very much. So oh well, more rants. What can we do?
More rants, yeah. More shitting on things. I feel like that's becoming our specialty. Pretty soon, they will just pull all the info straight from your phone when you buy anything at a store that says not pollucent. Probably. I mean, yeah. Old stuff, but hey.
They probably do.
Sometimes the old stuff is the best stuff. What's up there, Andy? How are you doing? Gosh, you're up late. Sheesh, burning that midnight oil there, Andy. But that kind of wraps up the news. Like I said, if anyone else has anything that they want to share with us, news-wise, let us, throw it on out there. We'd love to hear it.
Of course.
Oh, I forgot a game that I did play. I played a little bit of Stray a few weeks ago.
Oh yeah, I do remember you saying this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm more or less. I watched more of it, but I did play a little bit of it. It's such a cute game.
Yeah, Stray. I
like
enjoyed
that
playing that game a ton. It was a lot of fun. I think I remember people were like, "Oh, Stray should be up for Game of the Year." I'm like, you know what? Stray was a fantastic game. It was really good in the way that it was delivered. But I'm like, in no
Pretty
way.
Sure you said that.
Sorry?
I'm pretty sure you said it should be up for Game of the Year.
Yeah, no, I changed my mind. After I was just when I played that game, like when it first came out, I'm like, oh, this is so good. This is great.
Yeah.
And then like the more I think about it, the more I look back, it's like, no,
Maybe
it shouldn't. I don't even think it should be on the nomination for Game of the Year.
Well, maybe it could win like one of the other awards.
Oh, 100%. It could,
You know.
I think that for sure it should win. There's many other awards that it can be awarded. 100%.
Right.
But yeah, for Game of the Year, there's definitely many other games that should be up on that
vote.
list. Like,
Go vote your ass off.
I think it's going to be a spin-off between God of War, Ragnarok, and Elden Ring. So.
All right. I've heard a lot about Elden Ring, so yeah, that might be a good call.
So that's what
Andy
that's what I think.
says Campus getting its first DLC soonish. Campus.
2 Point Campus.
Oh, 2 Point Campus.
Yeah.
All right. That's cool. I don't really.
I
Those are like.
have
I'm
that
not
game
really
on my
crazy
wish
about
list.
those games, but yeah, 2 Point Campus. I remember when 2 Point Hospital came out, and Andy was like, "Oh my God, you never played it," and then he gifted it to me, and then I played it, and I'm like, I don't like this. I'm sorry, Andy.
Honestly,
don't
I
like
would
it.
play 2 Point Campus. But it's like I got
I don't
many
care
other
for
games
it.
that are above it on my list. You know what I'm saying?
Same. So same.
So
I'm like, yeah, so many games and not enough time. So that's why I'm just like, I've pretty much decided I'm just going to stick to American Truck Simulator and Farming Simulator for the foreseeable future.
I
So
just
that's
found out the
kind of where
time
I'm
for the
at right
Game
now.
Awards show. It's 7:30 Eastern time.
All right. So maybe we'll do a little pre-show. Be here around 7 o'clock next Thursday.
Exactly. We'll see. We'll put out definitely an announcement on the socials.
Yeah, for
We'll
sure.
put something together and we'll announce it. But it is a week and a day
I'm
away.
gonna dress fancy. So are you gonna put on a suit? It's an award show. You
Duh.
gotta dress
No,
fancy. Yeah.
yeah, maybe. We'll see.
Be like, who are you wearing? What are you wearing?
Yeah,
Put some red
I'll be
carpet
like,
down.
I'll do like a big like opening. It'll be like, and now presenting Nickinator, and then like the screens will open, and then like it'll be me on my camera.
You get one of those boards, like, you know, like when people go to an award show, they stand by this board, and it usually, like for this, it'll say like, Game of the Year Awards 2022, you know, sponsored by Aflac or Geico, and you just stand there like, you know, and you comment on like what all of the celebrities are wearing, like, oh my God, what is Lady Gaga doing this year? Oh, at least it's not another meat suit.
He'll put his best
I don't know
hoodie
why I
on.
said
Actually,
that, but whatever.
this is the first time I've worn a hoodie in like a while. I usually dress pretty good. So I usually dress pretty good. I usually got my button down or whatever on. So
I know I've been rocking my my Atlanta Braves World Series jacket a couple times already this year, and I'm loving it because I finally get to wear.
It's definitely the cold season. So
I bet does it stay cold in the basement?
no, it's actually, you know, this house is pretty warm. But I mean, if I told you the temperature right now, you'd be like, that's cold.
That's cold.
It is for the Fahrenheit. It's 67.
That's not fine.
19 Celsius, which I find is fairly comfortable. It's like on the lower end of comfortable.
That's like good if you grab a blanket or, you know, cozy up with someone. That's perfect.
Yeah, my hands definitely get cold at this temperature. Like I definitely.
Oh yeah, my hands. It can be like 85 degrees outside. My hands will be cold.
But other than that, like the average temperature is more like closer to like 70, 72. Is usually the average temperature, especially like once I start streaming and I'm playing games and stuff, it definitely warms up a little bit in this room.
Yeah.
And
The computer puts off an awful lot of heat, so.
Oh yeah, like I just put my hand next to my PC usually when I'm gaming, and you know it's my hand warmer right there.
I know, Andy. I don't know why it looks like that. I swear, it's weird. Anyway.
So.
You got any stream talk? Because apparently I do not. I didn't put anything in this section.
No, I don't got stream talk.
Stream talk. We got stream talk.
Quit streaming, guys. Just quit.
Right just quit. Just
stop
run.
making so much competition on this.
Run as fast as you can. These platforms are flooded. No one is going to watch you. You're never gonna get to 50 likes. Who do you think you are? You want to get affiliate? Ha! You're. Oh no, I'm kidding. I think people should stream. I know. I've gotten a lot out of streaming. It's built my self-confidence, and it's something to always look forward to. You know, and yeah, there's my stream talk.
Yeah, I love when people, you know, my community shows up and you know says hi, and you know it's great. So
yeah, it is.
That's really great.
Like it's nice to see, you know.
You might even make a few friends
coming around. Yeah, it's nice to see new folks coming around, and it's also nice seeing, you know, all those names you usually see day in day out on your streams. It's like, oh, what's up? How you doing, old friend? Good to see you.
100%, right? So
yeah, so rewarding. Such a rewarding hobby.
Like if it wasn't for the people, I don't know if I could come back on and hit the start stream. No, I'm just kidding. I do it like I usually when I start playing games and stuff, I'm like, well, I'll come on, I'll stream, and you know, somebody wants to watch, they want to watch. If not, well, I'm playing my game.
Yeah.
So it's.
I mean, that's usually what I try to think. I'm like, well, I'm gonna play a game. I may as well stream anyway.
Yeah.
Tiny scuff stream from me once. There, Jelly Bean. Tendrick's like, oh, sleeping dog, sleeping dog, sleeping dog. But yeah, that's a stream.
I
and
do like a
talk. You got any?
special occasion kind of thing once in a while.
I need to
That's more
plan my
geared.
next first stream.
Yeah, what the heck is that? It's been over a month now. Come on, like, get your shit
Uh,
together.
I do. I need to. Andy, it's time for you to actually, move over here and become my real manager. So, yeah, go ahead and start getting that paperwork in for that green card because I needed to come over here and start picking up some of this slack. You know what I mean? So that'd be great.
If you want to start streaming, just hit the start stream button and see where it goes,
There you go.
Maybe you'll learn a thing or two or whatever, but if you've already started streaming, stream more. Or,
there you go.
just don't make it kill you, all right? Balance of life is definitely what you want to aim for.
Everything in moderation.
I am
Don't let it
not good
kill
at that.
you unless it's your job. If your job is streaming, then let it kill you like any other job. But if it isn't your job, if it's just your hobby, then just enjoy it.
Look, it can definitely be addicting because I've been there, I've done it. And every once in a while, I have this thing where I'm like, all right, stream. Like, that's all I'm thinking about, right? And
Yep.
it can become an addiction. I will say that. And
Yeah,
that's
it
all
can.
right. But, yeah, I don't know.
We're just mumbling and fumbling along this now.
Well, the thing is, like, I'm bad at, like, I can say, whatever, like, don't make it, don't become addicted to it and all that, right? But I will fall in and I do the same thing. I will. So it's definitely hard.
And stream burnout is a real thing, too. You can get to where you're streaming so much that you kind of get burnout on it as well. Like anything. Like any other thing in life that you can get burnt out on.
100%. I get burned out being in front of my PC.
Yes.
Yeah.
I get so tired of looking at screens, and it seems like sometimes you can't get away from it. Like everywhere you go, there's a screen. It's like, these screens are looking at me.
I know. I go to bed looking at a screen. I wake up looking at one. All day I'm looking at one. It's like, I don't know.
I know.
This is my life now, I guess.
Grass.
It's my life.
That's all Tendrick says. That's all he ever does is look at screens. This is what it feels like.
It's terrible.
No wonder
so
we're
bad.
all insomniacs. They're all just constantly looking at the screens.
Basically, yeah. It's bad. Sometimes I can't even go to sleep unless I'm watching something, right? So.
Oh, I have to have something on my iPad playing, to fall asleep.
See, for some nights I can get away with not having to watch something. I'll go to sleep. Like, I could definitely read a book and fall asleep, no problem. Actually, I'd probably get a better night's sleep.
That's something that I need to strive to do because I added like 3 books to my book list today. And I'm like, man, this list is getting long, and I need to finish the one that I started like 4 months ago.
Oh yeah, I got a large list too, so I know how that feels.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got I'm working on that what's it, the Rick Riordan stuff, the Percy Jackson stuff still, right?
I'm still on that educator to memoir book. It's so good. I don't know why I don't just read it. Because I enjoy it. It's good.
There's some advice for you. Read some damn books. All right?
Read some damn books.
Get off your phone. For God's sakes, why are you even listening to this podcast right now?
No. Listen to the podcast. Share it with your friends. Give us a 5-star rating. Your fault for reading War and Peace.
If you don't fall asleep listening to this podcast, I don't even know how you're alive.
What are you doing with that? Yeah. And you can go to anchor.fm/GBBS to get all the previous episodes all in one place.
There's about 18 hours worth of us on there.
Oh my god. You could have 18 hours worth of Wendy and Nick. Ooh, doesn't that sound like fun?
I think that's roughly where we're at, but
holy Jesus.
But no, I was talking to Sintog a little bit too, and he was talking about his trucking and all that, and he's like, I feel like I'm starting to go, like, my brain's getting mush. I said, well, you're sitting in a truck and you're just basically thinking about nothing all day. You're just driving. It's the same thing.
I constantly think while I'm driving, I'm like, check my mirrors. Like,
Well, it's
My
like,
my, my
it's
mind
the
is
same
very
thing.
much involved with driving,
Yes,
though.
yeah, it's like
Like,
the same thing, right? It's the same thing almost every day, right? Check your mirrors, cars, blah blah blah. So I kind of made a suggestion. I said audiobook would be perfect, right? It would get your
yes.
mind, thinking maybe a little bit more creatively,
Mm-hmm.
at least a little bit more active in a different sense, and it's not the same thing every day, right?
I
And I
agree.
think audiobooks would be perfect for that, or even
Audiobooks are
podcasts. Listen to
awesome.
podcasts are good
Podcasts,
too.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, audiobooks would be good. Podcasts, anything you can listen to that kind of brings your mind into, thinking creatively or,
Mm-hmm.
about the world. Sometimes I don't even want to go there, but
Ugh. That's one reason why I do enjoy streaming. It's like getting away from the world. So, because I don't really like talking real world issues while I'm streaming, because I want my stream to be that place where everyone can get away, de-stress, not think about it, and just enjoy it.
exactly.
Ooh, I get to sword somebody.
But
Oh,
like,
I don't want any of your promotions for no, like,
oh,
go
but
away.
yeah, actually, I do got another thing I will talk about broadcasting here after I finish this
Go
thought.
away, one box
Um,
combo. No one wants that shit.
I will say that, like, for some people, audiobooks, like, I can't really do audiobooks because when I think of a book, I want to actually read it
Mm-hmm.
and go at my own pace and kind of sometimes I read a paragraph over again, or I don't know, it's kind of different for me. I can't really do audiobooks, but I can do podcasts. So maybe
Mm-hmm.
that's what it is for you. Maybe you don't like audiobooks, but you're driving all day or got to do this task where you can't like actually read something, so you need to listen to something. And podcast could be it. You could
I
find there's so
love
many podcasts
audiobooks.
out there, right? There's
Oh, so
games
many. Like,
broadcasting
it's
and
a.
BS.
Yep.
That's the only one I know of.
Yeah. Like, there's some guy named like Joe Fogan or something like that
Yeah,
that
something
seems
like
that
that.
people like.
Yeah.
He can be a bit oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Controversial sometimes. It's
That's
something we like to
people like
talk
that
about
stuff, right?
sometimes.
So
Yeah, I mean, not to lose it says knowledge fight. Yeah, abrupt. Yeah, abrasive. I think is a good word to describe Joe. I don't listen to him all the time, but if he's interviewing someone that I find interesting, like I think he just recently did one with everyone's favorite doom and gloom guy, Neil deGrasse Tyson.
mm,
So I might go listen to that one. And one of my favorite podcasts, apart from GBBS, of course, is The Burt Show, which is actually a morning radio show here in Atlanta, but they turned it into a podcast, and it's really good. Um, they're really silly and funny, and they come up with some crazy things to talk about on there.
I've
Oh,
actually
oh, you're saying Knowledge Fight is your favorite podcast? Okay, I didn't know that was
didn't
that.
even hear of it. So there's so many
Yeah.
podcasts,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Like there's one for everybody. There's got to be, right? I do know I've enjoyed listening to podcasts of content creators that I've watched play video games or like stream,
Mhm.
YouTube or whatever. I actually
Yeah.
enjoy watching their podcasts or listening to their podcasts rather.
Mhm.
It kind of, incorporates me into a world that's not just gaming, but still being able to support them or watch them because I'm
Right.
interested in them, right? So
Yeah, for sure.
um, check
I'm
out, see
podcast
if any
right now.
content creators of yours are
There you go.
making podcasts.
Mhm.
But what I wanted to say is when you were talking about banning that guy on Twitch about the promotion of something, it kind of
Mhm.
reminded me of something I wanted to talk about. And it's the promotion of graphics. Like designs and stuff. Holy moly! I swear it's getting out of hand. It's getting worse and worse as time goes on.
I would like if I was a brand new streamer, I wouldn't even go to those people because I feel like that's just a scam waiting to happen anyway. Like Fiverr is your best bet when it comes to stuff like that.
I just, I'm going to read off this conversation I had. Somebody messaged me on
It was a real
Instagram.
person.
Yeah, somebody messaged me on Instagram and went,
I thought it was
hey.
bot.
I went, hey. I said, and then right away I said, is this just to sell graphics?
Huh.
They went, no. I go, okay, what's up? And then they go, good. What about you? I go, okay, that's not what I asked, but okay. I said, yeah, I'm good. How's streaming going? it's good. Like that was the conversation. Then I get, can I ask you something? I go, yeah, sure. Do you have all streaming essentials? And I just went, LOL. Because I'm like, for fuck, I just
God.
asked if this was just to sell graphics. They went, no. I'm like, I already knew, but
We do
could be-
alerts too. God,
I don't
I
know.
have yet, like, I don't know, I don't have much of an Instagram presence, so I haven't had anything like that. But yeah, you get these things, ooh, you can buy followers and viewers, and it's like, yeah, let me just go ahead and totally do that real quick, like, because I'm a fucking loser and I can't get the real ones. Like, come on now. So don't. My advice is when you get if you are a streamer or a content creator and you get that kind of stuff in your DMs or in your chat room, don't
Oh,
do it.
when I get in I can
Don't.
handle a
I
DM,
ban them.
whatever, because if I want to delete it,
I
I can
ban
delete it.
them. I
But when
ban
they
'em.
come into my stream, into my chat room, and to me it's promotion, it's self-promotion. And it's like,
It is
this is not what the
self-promotion.
chat room's for. The chat room's for people to come in and either talk about, maybe they want to talk about their life, what's going on in their world, which is great. That's always welcome. Maybe something something funny happened. They want to share it. Great. Maybe they want to talk about my stream, something that happened in my stream. Great. Some funny moment happened. Great. That's what the chat room's there for, and I'm assuming that's what it's there on majority of people on the platform.
For sure.
But self-promotion is usually not something that's welcome in chat rooms.
No.
So,
It isn't. It's a bad idea.
I don't.
For anything. Any kind of self promotion. It's just not a good thing. It's not a good way to go about it.
At the very least, just DMs, right? Because those can be ignored without. But
Dr. Lucen says, this one weird trick can save you plenty of money on streaming essentials.
it's gonna
Really?
be the
You're
name.
going to tell me about it this weekend.
That's gonna be the title of the podcast one of these days. This one weird trick.
This one weird trick can get you, a million likes on Teeker Talker.
Hey, guys, if you're listening, share it. All right, share the podcast. Say
That's something we need to do.
This podcast will get you 1 million likes.
We need to, I'm talking to our future selves here, but we need to shoot something to post on TikTok about the podcast.
Yeah, you said
Is that
next year.
something
You
we-
said just do it next year.
Oh, did I say that? Okay.
Yeah. So I'm like,
Well,
whatever. Okay, we'll wait till the
Past
new
me
year.
knows best. That sounds great.
But
That sounds great. Wow, this kind of went off the rails a little bit, but that's fine. Because
such thing as going
the
off
news
the
section.
rails.
Yeah. So what have you been watching lately? Anything?
I've been watching. I've been watching a show called House, and it's an older, medical show, whatever you call those shows, medical drama, whatever.
Medical
I don't.
dramas.
Yeah, something like that, right? It's definitely older, and I think they ended in 2012, and there's 8 seasons, so 2004 they started. So
Yeah, that math checks out.
it's been a good show. It's literally a little less geared towards drama so far, and it's probably so far like one of my favorite medical like shows I've been watching. So
Then you would like ER. ER is so.
you said that I would like ER, so it's definitely gonna have to be something I get into watching. But yeah, House has been great. It's been something I put
ER
on.
is
and-
even older, but it is.
Yeah.
But it was on for I think 15 years, so it starts off old, but like it's still. I think it finished in 2009.
yeah.
Noctilucen says he loves House. Last season not so great though. House is better than ER. I will have to watch House and get back to you on that. MASH is also another great like doctor hospital show, but it's set in wartime Korea, which is really really cool. House is a drug addict. Rude too. Oh, spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Good. Man, Ken, I love Freddie Highmore. He's one of my favorite actors, and so when he started Good Doctor, I was all about it. I loved it so much. It was so good. And then I think last season, the first season after COVID, and it's like a hospital show. They're gonna do an episode on COVID. That came and went. That was fine. But then it seemed like every episode turned into like this politically correct bullshit, and I just don't care to see that when I want to be in my downtime and enjoying something on television. I would just rather not. If I'm going to do
That's
that, I
fair.
may as well watch the news, and I don't want to watch the news.
Yeah, I don't watch the
Andy
news.
says,
I don't know.
Andy says, House is great. Of course, it is. English actors are obviously the best. Fake news. Like, yeah, you have some good actors over there, but the best? No, no, no.
Yeah,
That's a fake
and
statement there, Andy.
disagree.
There are some really great actors, that come from across the pond, but not all of them are
I
the
don't
best.
watch TV. Everybody
I don't
watches a
like
TV show, right? Something gotta be. Well, then again, I guess we're in the days. YouTube's there, and
streaming, like by
yeah,
watching TV, I mean like you're sitting in front of a screen and something is playing on it, be it, YouTube or a stream or Netflix or whatever, whatever,
yeah, I do that a lot too.
tickles your
That's actually
fancy. Yeah.
why I get through like one TV show, like every few months, is because I
Mhm.
actually spend most of my time watching streams.
Mhm.
Like Twitch, there's a lot of times I do that. I go to sleep watching Twitch instead of just putting on a show.
Yeah,
So,
that's fair.
but
You don't watch Netflix either.
well, you're watching Twitch right now.
You supply actors that play baddies. Yes. Yes. Can't agree. A lot of the villain bad boys of Hollywood are English, and they're usually pretty good at it. Like the guy that played Voldemort, for example, or Alan Rickman.
Mm-hmm.
Great guys. I finally watched Top Gun Maverick. Phenomenal movie. I really enjoyed it, and now I'm kind of wishing I did go see it on a big screen. I can see how it could have been very appealing, seeing it in an actual theater. Really
A lot
good,
of people enjoyed it. I
movie.
heard really good things about that
It
movie.
is.
So
It's really good. It is really, really
I haven't
good.
watched
I
it.
really enjoyed it. It's good. 10 out of 10. It's going to be
I
coming
might get.
on Paramount. I think it's coming to Paramount Plus streaming services.
Yeah, I'm not subscribing to
Here
another
shortly.
streaming service. All right.
I'm already subscribed to it. I got a bone to pick with them too, because Yellowstone is a show put out by Paramount Network. We don't have Paramount Network through the cable, like through Xfinity, but I have Paramount Plus. So I haven't watched any of the season 5 episodes of Yellowstone thinking, oh, well, I can just binge watch and get caught up. I go to Paramount Plus, Yellowstone is not there. So I'm like really pissed off right now because I
Damn.
pay for Paramount Plus and one of their main shows isn't on there. So I'm really upset about that because I want to get my Kevin Costner on and I can't. Thanks a lot, Paramount.
Wow.
God.
Streaming
just go
services
jump
suck.
off a mountain.
New title:
They do
Streaming
suck.
services suck. Games suck. World sucks.
Yeah.
What doesn't suck? Me, I don't suck.
I plead the fifth on that one.
But yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I was very disappointed that I couldn't go binge watch, freaking Yellowstone. Tendrick says we need to bring back Tendrick's Worldwide Cinema. Jellybean says your vacuum cleaner. Lejean Brame says, holy shit, Bravo Chick, I watched your stuff like 5 years ago and I just saw your name in Rocket League and I was wondering where I knew your name from. You saw my name in Rocket League. I'm not playing Rocket League. Are you saying there's an imposter out there?
There's always an
Rocket League says
imposter.
bummer.
Always an imposter. There's always
There's a fake Bravo Chick out there. I don't know there's a fake Bravo Chick on Twitter. But,
right. There's a Nickinator on Twitch. Or yeah, on Twitch there's a Nickinator. On Twitter there's one. I don't know. I don't know who they are. All right, guys. So tell them to delete their account so I can get the username.
There you go. Yeah, go harass at Bravo Chick and tell them that they're fake. No, don't do that. That would be awful. I'm still watching ER. Like I said, there are a ton of ER freaking episodes, seasons. So I'm to the point where it's all new to me because I stopped watching ER around the time when Dr. Carter left the show. So I'm into like new territory for me anyway. And I watch weird things on YouTube. I think Noctilucent can speak to this because he had to watch some of it this past weekend, probably very painfully, thinking, "Why do you watch this? Why? Why am I sitting here watching this Appalachian woman talk about the vocabulary of the Appalachia?" But yeah, two new YouTube channels I'm really getting into right now are Celebrating Appalachia and the Presley Girls YouTube channel. I don't know. I love to watch
I never even
and
heard of this
observe
stuff.
people. Yeah. Oh, like they're not big channels or anything like that. They're just oh, I mean,
I couldn't even tell you what the biggest channel
they're
on YouTube is
large.
right now, all
Oh,
right?
me neither. Me neither. But I mean,
I can't even tell you what the biggest Twitch channel is. And I'm on that site every day. I don't know what
I
the
have no idea.
biggest I don't know. I think it's
I've never found like the
I don't know.
largest of the large very appealing anyway, because I like to interact.
No,
with,
I've
with,
been
with,
in
with the streamers
certain
and like
streams. I've
if
seen the
the
chat room.
freaking if the chat room is going by like a freaking end scene credit, you're not gonna be able to. They're not gonna know.
Have you ever played a like a streamer simulator game? Do you know what I'm talking about? Like a YouTube simulator game? Have you ever like at least seen one of them?
Yeah.
Have you seen their like the chat room, right? And I swear to God, like the biggest thing I see is like Omega Law or Poggers, and I'm always
Yeah.
like, whose chat is like that, right? Because I'm like,
Right.
I watch streams all the time, and it's usually just a fairly standard chat, right?
Yeah.
Until I've recently started going into some bigger streams, and that's exactly their chat. Just Omega Law, just up the whole thing, or Poggers, or and it's. I'm like, this just looks like bots just fucking doing the same shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's just what their chat looks like. I'm like, I don't know, like how you can even get anything from this chat.
That's silly.
Mr. Beast is apparently the biggest YouTube channel. I
Mr.
mean, that makes sense
Beast.
because I've heard of Mr. Beast, but I wouldn't have known that's the biggest YouTube channel.
I've heard of Mr. Beat. He's like a geography guy.
You haven't heard of Mr. Beast?
I like. No, can't say that
Interesting.
I have. I heard of what was the guy that got kicked off? Dr. Dreadful or something like that.
Don't even know what that is.
Doctor something. He got kicked off. I had heard of him, and I watched him a couple times. I'm like, I don't know. I think, wow, clap. But like, I guess Doctor Disrespect. That's it. I had heard of
Okay,
him.
yeah.
And just didn't care for him personally. Thought he was a bit of a dick, but I think that's just the character he was playing.
That's the character he plays. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the character.
Which is fine, I guess. Because you do get some streams that like they do play a character while they're streaming. Which I
His
guess,
entire brand is that character. So like anytime he's
right. Which
in public, that's
There-
his character.
there is a subtle difference between like Bravo Chick and Wendy. Like I try to be more energetic and more, I don't know, flamboyant or something like that, you know. And if there's something hanging in the air waiting to be said, I'll just say it, you know. Like if there's a punchline there, I'm gonna, you know, I'm gonna say it, you know, stuff like that. Whereas like if I'm just me, like I am right now, you know, I might pass some of that up. I guess. I don't know. I'm probably just getting weird.
No. You're sharing some stuff, you know? We're all here. We're all human.
It's been weird. It's a weird podcast. This is weird.
Episode
but, you know,
13.
I like
It's a weird
I like
number.
weird. Oh yeah, yeah.
We're just following
We're all
the
gonna die.
We're just, you know, we're trying to follow the theme, all right? So,
There's a theme.
no.
I didn't get that memo. Tuned into Amaranth once. Thought this is rubbish. I don't even know who that is.
I do.
There was someone that when I first got on Twitch,
I want to shake
Andy
my
and
head
I
at that
used
stream
to
all the time.
used to freaking love to hate on this streamer because like she had everything showing but the areola, you know, the brown.
Oh, that's
spot
basically this
on the
Amaranth
boobie.
person, right? That's
Yeah, and
same thing.
Then she starts like it's all satirical. She starts like accusing other girls of being cam girls and giving gamer girls a bad name. You know, it's just all satirical, and I'm like nails on a chalkboard with that streamer. Like I did not like her at all. But yeah.
TikTok
Andy
Live's
didn't
pretty bad.
either.
TikTok Live
Live.
is, oh my god. There is, I
Probably
swear
get,
the
like,
girls
full
on
frontals
there,
or something on there. Yeah.
they do everything to show as much as they can
Why don't they
without,
just go to OnlyFans? They would make
they
so
do.
much more
So they
money.
do this because TikTok has more, like, that's where they get, like, their viewers from, right? And then
Yeah,
they'll
right.
do all this stuff to get people to follow them on there and then go to their OnlyFans. That's the whole.
That is so stupid.
All right, Ken.
Mm.
It's nice seeing you, man.
Don't work too
Fun at
hard
work.
there, Ken.
But
Um,
look, there's a lot of great stuff on TikTok. I've actually come across a lot of good stuff
Yeah.
like gaming and a lot of very
I feel
interesting
the same way
things,
about
right?
Twitch. There's a lot of great stuff on Twitch, but there is a corner of Twitch that I just can't stand. Yes, exactly, Knocked Loose, and they do it on Twitch too. You know, with their body painting, and they're literally got their boob out and they're painting it, but it's like, oh, you can't accuse them of that, Bravo. You'll get canceled. Oh, go ahead and cancel my ass. I'll be happy.
Oh, there's still like, body painting is, it's an art, right? So,
Is it really though?
hey,
Okay,
not-
so what if a streamer decides to start taking crap and just rubbing it on the walls, and as long as they're in the art category, like that's
well,
not
somebody wants to
disgusting
watch
because
that, then
it's
somebody
just
wants to
art.
watch that.
Ugh.
What if somebody
I don't
thinks
know.
about that with me? They're playing a game and they're just talking some fucking rubbish all over it. Call of Duty. And I don't know. I'm just saying, right?
I just think there's a better. I was just trying to think of the most ridiculous example, Andy, of something you could stream, get away with on Twitch, and call it art. I don't know where I am on body art.
Business Cat says, I tried
Just me.
TikTok for my bike touring, but couldn't take it. Don't like the way you consume the content. And that's completely fair. TikTok is definitely a different way. It's very fast-paced. You're flipping through. It's definitely a different way. And it's a more recent way because that's how all the kids are. They're flipping through the thing, trying to get, consume as much as they possibly can in, a little bit of time.
Bravo, are you thinking of switching? The only context I can think of that is batting for the other team. And no, Andy, no. I like the pole, not the hole, okay? Sorry. Sorry, that one dream you're having, Andy, is not going to come true. That's the only thing I can think of. No, that's not what you meant. Do I think it? Well, what am I switching to? Crap, I don't know. I mean,
See, it's not
nothing-
for everybody, too, the TikTok, but...
Nothing's wrong with body paint. I just think it's kind of silly that... Well, okay. Ooh. I got it. What if a dude has his dick out and he's painting a nice elephant and he's painting the dick, as the trunk of the elephant? That's art. Can't block that, Twitch. That is art. Nope. Can't ban it. Cannot. If you're not gonna ban some woman for having her boob out and painting it, calling it body art, then there's actually no sugar in this, Andy. This is a LaCroix. No sugar at all. Maybe I'm having an...
All right,
adverse
we know what I'm
reaction to-
streaming tomorrow.
We're gonna...
I'm sorry.
I'm doing some body paint. Ah, la, 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 la. Ooh.
Oh my god, I can't
ooh.
believe. An elephant trunk.
Yeah, sure. Or a snake. Why not? You could paint George on your junk and be like, let's make George dance, It's body art.
I can't even take you serious.
You're painting. Obviously, one is a sexual organ. Boobs aren't.
There is that thing
Are
where,
they, though? My
there's
elephant
that
was in a
argument where
cold
it's like
pool,
free
that
the
my
boobs
story.
or whatever, free the nipple, that's what it is, right? You go, because guys can go out and have their nipples showing. And
Sure, free the nipple. Free the shaft.
so
too, while
this
you're
is
at
the
it,
thing,
though.
they're doing it on their boobs, but they're not doing it on, They're not doing it on their vaginas. I don't think I've opened up a Twitch stream and they're doing the painting there.
Give it time. Give it time, because someone is gonna paint their snatch, and then they're gonna get banned, and then they're gonna go to Twitch and on Twitter they're gonna complain about it, and there's gonna be like this incredible uproar over it, like, how dare you ban her? She was doing art. You know, she's painting.
Oh, I'll show you art.
pussy.
All right, I'll show some fucking art.
How dare you do that?
The moment I see something,
and then
like
Twitch is going to be like, "You're right. We're gonna let this lady paint with her pussy. It's gonna be great." But at the same rate, if a dude comes on and tries to do that with his junk, they're not. It's not like, man, the dick gets the penis gets shafted. It
literally.
There's so much prejudice against the penis, and I'm standing up for the penis. It's time to bring the penis back.
Look, if I see that happen on Twitch, the moment I might have to capitalize on it because it would be the new thing. So I'm gonna be one of the first to it. You will see a painting, you know, with a snake or elephant or whatever you want to think of it. All right.
Oh my god. I don't know. I think time and place for everything, and I like to think of Twitch as this great platform for video gamers. And I know there's a lot more to it, and there's a lot of really cool stuff people do out there, you know, including art.
I get that it started off as, you know, gaming, and it is like that gaming site, but at the end of the day, if your business doesn't adapt to how the world is changing, you're not going to succeed. So it is a content creator platform. So
okay.
It's a content creator platform.
You just can't content create with your cock.
Exactly. Exactly.
Unless you get a
Father Fancy says, "What have I walked into?" And
oh god, what have you walked into? I don't know. Weird, random episode 13 shit.
I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but this is where we're at. We're still talking about content creator and Twitch, so
yeah,
we're on track.
Let's move on. It's all started with body painting, and that went in a very weird direction. And now let's move to another. Bring out the quotes. What kind of quote you got for me, Nick?
Life is only precious because it ends.
Kid.
Well, kid, yeah. This was because it was in a book. It was in a book that I'm reading, and it was like directed to, you know, a character in the book. But that quote can end right there. Life is only precious because it ends. And
that's
if we all had infinite life, what the heck would we do? What would we do? We would just sit there, well, I got infinite life, so I don't got to do anything right now.
Yeah, there would be no retiring. You would be in an infinite loop of work.
There wouldn't be that motivation to, I got to, you know, do this before I die.
Right.
There wouldn't. Well, I guess technically you could still, like, die.
You have more time to get shit done.
Maybe actually it means, like, immortal. Like, you know.
So, like, this is something I've always find fascinating. You are immortal. The sun fucking blows up. Takes everything and everyone with them. Are you just floating around in space because you can't die?
I don't know.
It would be very painful, because you would live through like 1 million nuclear bombs going off or something like that. It would be that intense. That would hurt. That would feel like, you know what I mean? But it's like, what happens? You know? It's kind of the end of
some
like,
deep thoughts here. Look, like,
it's like
maybe you still do. Maybe you are floating through space and.
Well, you can't die. So like, what happens?
No idea. Maybe you take on a new form.
Immortal with and impervious. Oh, am I? Okay. Well, that's a great way to bring in my quote, which is, at any moment, I feel like I can be one of two things. The smartest dumb person in the room, or the dumbest smart person in the room. Not according to the flat earth people, you can't get there.
I've told you, all right? The earth is flat. I've said this before. The earth is flat.
You can say it all you want.
I've explained this to you. I've said how much, like, water is on Earth.
A lot.
And how much of that is carbonated? How much of it is carbonated? And if it's not carbonated, what is it? It's flat.
No,
If
there's
it's not
things
carbonated,
called waves, and all the stars twinkle for a minute.
Look.
I
That's
don't get the flat Earth people. I always say, like, if you truly believe in your heart that it's a flat Earth, then go to the equator and start walking east or west and just keep going. Eventually, you're going to wind up back where you were. Eventually.
There's definitely an argument for that. There's definitely another counter argument for that one too.
Of course.
I can't remember what
there
it is.
There's always a counter argument for stupid shit.
Please, if you
And
do
I
think
am
the Earth is flat, please
unapologetic.
bring your arguments in. I would like to hear them.
Yeah, I am unapologetic to flat Earth people. Y'all can go fly a kite for all I care, because I think you about some of the dumbest human beings walk planet of the Earth.
Would you be able to fly a kite on a flat Earth?
Nope. Sure wouldn't.
Well, maybe you would.
No
I don't know.
kites on flat Earth. Nope. It's a disc.
I don't know.
Duh.
Look, I need some arguments here, all right? Somebody tell me why the Earth is flat. I gave you my
Equator would
reason.
be a circle on a plane. All right. So we're gonna open up 2 new segments here. You know, I got these Would You Rather and 3,000 question books about me, so I thought it'd be fun to integrate these into the podcast, and we're just gonna go in order. So we're gonna start with, like, maybe we'll do 1 or 2, and then maybe one day we'll make it to number 3,000. How about that?
All right, let's do it.
And
Let's go.
NASA spends billions just to keep up the line. Sounds
Look,
legit.
Fancy said, you know what I can't believe is that COD makes $1 billion and it still crashes, and that was actually a segment near the beginning of the podcast. I did.
That
I
was,
had my
yeah.
rant. I had my rant. So.
Yeah, it was very ranty at the beginning, and it's just gotten weird since. Number 1 of 3,000 questions about me. What is your idea of perfect happiness?
Oh my God! All right, so we're getting deep up in here.
Getting deep on episode 13. Let go.
Idea of perfect happiness. Let's see here. My idea of perfect happiness is a world where you don't have to think about things that stress you out, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's not a thing. There's no, whether it be, I guess the biggest thing that stresses people out is probably money. I would assume is most people's biggest stressor.
Money doesn't buy happiness, but it would solve a lot of problems. You know what I mean?
Exactly. It definitely 100%. Like that's where it comes down to.
But just because you have a lot of money doesn't necessarily mean you're gonna be happy.
But another one could be, I don't know, maybe having to get something done in a time frame.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Maybe a world without that, where you can just completely relax, not have to worry. I guess use the word worry about anything, and be able to just do what you want to do. It could be different for everybody. So for me, it would be being able to play video games without them crashing.
Yeah.
I don't know, something like that.
My perfect happiness would be a subdivision built in a mountain range, like mountains on all sides, but with, like, the fastest internet in the world. And everyone that I love and care about lives in this subdivision. And, we're always having, like, dinner parties and of course, I'd still be streaming my butt off, and a lot of the people from streaming, like you, Nick, and Trucker, and Andy, and Tendrick, and, all these people would live in this subdivision, all my family, my friends, and my loved ones. And, like, there'd be a beautiful creek that ran through there, and we'd all have the super fastest internet in the world, and we'd have a
I don't even need
personal
that.
jet
I just need
would
internet
be
that just
flown
doesn't go
by
down
Bryant.
ever and is good enough for what I need it for.
We'd have a personal jet to be flown by Bryant, and we could go anywhere in the world anytime we want.
All right, you just explained
That's
what I
my
couldn't explain.
That's my definition of perfect happiness. What is your greatest fear?
My greatest fear. I've never even like thought about this because there's not a whole lot that makes me scared. You know what I mean? But greatest fear.
Andy says being a Man United fan.
Like greatest fear usually has to do with like other people because I personally don't have many fears, like that relate personally to me. It's more on like just other people. So I don't know. Seeing others around me maybe in a state of deadly pain.
Yeah.
If it's for pain, like, you know, the average day stuff, I'm like, whatever. Fuck. But, like, you know, when it becomes deadly, that's when it's, like, different.
Have a good night there, Jelly Bean. Thanks for hanging out. For the longest time, my greatest fear was snakes, but I'm slowly getting over that, and that's kind of cool.
I've been seeing. It's been great.
Yeah. I have been getting anxiety about, like, being caught in an active shooter situation.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Like, I went to the gas station about 3 weeks ago, and I got behind this guy in line who freaking, like, he had his backpack, and he had on, like, a hat and sunglasses, and then he turns around to me, and he goes, "Oh, I'm not in line." I'm like, oh, okay. And then he just gets out, and he's just wandering around, and I'm like, what is this guy doing? And I was like, let me get up here, get what I need, and get the hell out of here, because I was like, oh, God, I don't like that situation.
I just want to raise another thing, all right? Imagine this world where you have to worry about maybe being shot. I've never had that fear.
Welcome to America.
There you go. Like, this is a problem, and we see this, we talked about all the time is, you know, they're in a world where
nothing will ever get done, Nick. Nothing will.
Yeah.
All they're going to do is march out their little thoughts and prayers, and that's all they're going to do.
Right.
And their thoughts and prayers aren't working.
Yep.
But what are you going to do?
But here in Canada, I've never had to worry about, you know, obviously every once in a while something does happen. Mm-hmm. But it's like, it's not something you see on daily news all the time.
It's not anything that I'm going to let scare me into not living.
Exactly.
But I guess I just become more, you know, I've always been very self-aware of my surroundings. But it's something I guess I'm being even more, like my sense I feel is more heightened now. Just because that would be awful. That would be awful to be put in that situation.
But, I don't know. People do like take on, you know, the whole gun talk to be controversial, and I will stand by. I don't get it, the whole gun thing that America has going on, but you know, that's me as a Canadian.
I don't either all that much, but you know, this isn't a political thing. This isn't a political podcast, so we gonna steer right around that.
I'm sorry, people dying to guns is not political, so.
I agree.
It isn't.
100%. I'm with you.
So it just comes down to the people in America.
Not the people of America. Those that are in charge. Those that go to Washington D.C. on our quote unquote behalf. So. Anyhow, we're gonna switch to would you rather. Number 1, would you rather lose an arm or a leg?
Leg.
I'd rather lose an arm.
Leg.
Without my right arm.
I can still play my video games just fine.
You couldn't walk though.
I'm sitting right now. I don't need to walk. I sit down most of my day.
You couldn't drive.
Put a prosthetic leg on, and I'll still be able to do just as much as I did before. But with gaming, I can't control a mouse as accurate or use a keyboard as accurately with a prosthetic. I don't think.
Oh yeah, I think we talked about that. How if you lose an arm, video gaming becomes you know, infinitely more difficult. But I think I'd figure it out anyway. You know, I guess that's where VR could kick in. I've
seen a lot of cool things like on TikTok and Twitch. Like these people do these crazy like contraptions to play a game. I know somebody that doesn't have any, like, you know, limbs missing or anything. He uses a flute to play COD.
There's a quadriplegic streamer I used to watch, and literally played everything with like his mouth. It was wild.
Yeah, it's crazy. So there's definitely ways to learn. Um, like I think I was reading like how fast a brain can adapt. That if you were to put on glasses that like turn the world upside down, it would take less than a week for your brain to adjust and just think that the world is the right side up.
That would give me a headache. Would you rather be too hot or too cold? I'd rather be too cold. I can't
Probably too
stand
cold.
to be hot. I hate to be too hot.
I love warmth. I love warmth, but when you become too hot, it's very unbearable.
It's
It's very
miserable.
very
You're just
unbearable.
miserable.
There's definitely
You know, especially if you don't have a way of cooling off right away. Like if you had a pool or a beach or something, yeah, get hot and then go jump in. But
I don't enjoy being
can't
cold
stand
at
to get
all.
hot.
I really don't,
I can get warm a lot faster than I can get
but if
too
you're
warm,
talking
I
about
feel
like extreme sides of the scale, then yeah, probably cold. I don't You can only take off so many clothes.
but you can put on an infinite amount.
Yeah.
Technically, maybe not. Maybe not really. Eventually, you're gonna be like the kid off of a Christmas Story, be like, ah, your arms are up, like.
Yeah, but I
But
don't know, that's
yeah,
my answer.
last week was Thanksgiving here in America. I had a great Thanksgiving with my family, and then James came over and we hung out over the weekend. That was really good. It was a lot of fun. Have you done any Christmas shopping
Nope.
yet? Nope. Nothing. You got nothing. You didn't do any Black Friday or Cyber
I'm a
Cyber
broke
Monday?
college student, all right?
This is
And
true.
to be fair, too, like I haven't been able to do online shopping because my credit card's been deactivated, which I just figured out now, and they're sending a new card or something. I don't know.
Oh no.
I just didn't bother with it because I'm like, well, I don't really need it, right? This is like over a month ago, like a month and a half ago. But I finally got around to it last week. I called, and they're sending a new card out or something. I don't know, some fraud alert, something happened on their end, and now they just want to send me a new card with new numbers. I'm like, oh, whatever.
Fun.
So.
I haven't done any shopping, but I got stuff sitting in my cart on Amazon that I'm gonna be ordering here really, really soon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Very
And
nice.
one last word about Twitter. I seen this. Someone tweeted out there was like, it feels like there is an ad for every 4 tweets now, and I kind of agree with that. Twitter is really getting shit on right now. I still like it. My thing is, if you don't like someone on Twitter, then don't follow them. You don't have to read their tweets.
Some people
I
have
don't know
this
why
like
that's
this
so-
FOMO, right? That they feel like they're gonna, miss out if they don't
That's so
follow this stuff and be a
stupid.
part of it, right? A lot of people have heavy FOMO, fear of missing out.
I get fear of missing out, but I don't get following someone you dislike. That's like following people you don't like on YouTube or on Twitch. It's like what's the guy's name on YouTube that was like the guy for the longest time? What was
The
his
guy.
name? The guy.
Explain this guy.
Oh, he was the guy. PewDiePie.
PewDiePie.
PewDiePie. I didn't like PewDiePie, so I didn't watch his stuff. But it's like
I didn't have
so
anything
many
against
people-
him, but it's like
I didn't either,
Yeah.
but I just didn't get into his stuff. But so many people love to like hate watch him, and I'm like, that's
That's
how
a
you choose to
thing.
spend
It's a
your
thing.
time?
It's-
Like really. I don't know. I'd rather belly up to the Nickinator stream or to the Sergeant Pepper stream and watch that and be happy than to go rage hate and watch someone I don't like or read someone's tweets that I don't like. But anyway, some people like to be miserables. That's right, Show Dog. I think a lot of people, especially in today's day and age, they just wake up with an attitude. You know what I mean? And I don't get it. Happiness is a choice. You can choose to be happy.
I woke up miserable this morning.
You did?
Yeah. Only internally though.
I was kind of pissed
Only
off yesterday,
internally.
I'm not going to lie. So yesterday I had an appointment with my hematologist, fancy word for blood doctor, that I see for, my anemia. And I thought they were just going to, check my iron levels and do all that, and usually that takes like 15, 20 minutes tops. And I get in there, and when I walk into the room, she's got like this whole thing set up to do an IV, and I'm like, no, I'm just here to get some blood drawn. She's like, oh no, honey, you're here to get another treatment. So that pissed in my Cheerios right off the bat, because usually when I go to get an iron treatment, I take something to drink with me, and I take my iPad with me, or I take something to keep me entertained. So
Of course.
I was kind of teed off that, like, oh, I thought I was just here to give blood and do that little song and dance. But it wasn't so bad because Dr. Carter, he had brought in this huge big screen, and they had apparently been watching all the World Cup games. So I did have the USA and Iran game to entertain me.
That's been going on. Yeah, I've been watching the FIFA. Yeah. It's getting there. It's getting closer to the end. We're almost out of the group stages and to
doing
the.
Like I think they said America made it to the 16.
Yeah, they made it to the top 16.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
That's good.
And Canada's, I don't know. They've never been a great
Canada's
soccer
gone.
team. They've never been a great soccer team.
Apparently, we're USA set to face the Netherlands.
Netherlands, which is the team I'm cheering for now.
And well, I guess that they weren't in the World Cup 4 years ago, so apparently they got a fire in their belly to do well. So, should be a good game.
The Netherlands, fun fact,
go America,
holds the record for being in the most World Cups without winning.
Without ever winning. Oh,
but they've been in the top, like, finals. They've been in the finals like many times. So they're a good team, but they just can't get that dub.
Yeah, well, they've been singing "It's Coming Home, It's Coming Home, Hey, 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 It's Coming Home" from England for a long time now too. Ain't that right, Andy?
That's fair. But yeah, no, I'm cheering for the Netherlands out here. So.
All right. Well, I doubt I'll even watch it, but go America, let's go USA, let's go.
I'll be watching. Here, I see, what is it? Noctilucent here says, I do the hate following just to keep tabs on people. So I just got a question. Why do you feel you need to keep tabs on people that you don't like?
Andy, to be honest, I hate the song. It's so cringe. It's coming home, it's coming home. Tell the world it's coming home. Yeah, I don't
know. Get that song out of stop. Yeah, I agree with Andy. For me, it's celebration times. I like that. I like that song.
The Netherlands crack under pressure, says Kacha.
Right.
Oh boy. Well, Americans have a.
They had a better team before. They had a better team.
They have done a Christmas version. I'm gonna. No. Don't.
To anticipate the coming conspiracy theories. Interesting.
Oh, I think I know who kind of people he's talking about. Anyway.
Interesting. Okay.
I think that kind of wraps it up. It's been a weird one.
It's been a weird episode for sure. It's been different.
Yep. It has. It's been very different.
We'll come back. We'll have it a little bit, a little bit more under control out of the weirdness next week, which will be the what? What kind of podcast is this coming up, Wendy?
Oh, it's the Gaming Awards special.
Oh, I wasn't talking about that one.
Oh, yeah. So in 2 weeks, we will be having our year-end wrap. We'll be wrapping up here for the rest of 2022. For the next episode, which will be December 14th, be the final episode of GBBS for 2022, and then we'll be back sometime in January.
Yeah, we'll keep you posted on that one. We don't have the exact dates, but probably within the first couple weeks of January.
Yeah,
we'll be back for podcast episode, whatever 15 or I don't know. Feels like the numbers just keep going up and.
Yeah. Where does the time go? It's weird.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure being here.
It has been fun. Yep. I am Wendy at BravoChick10 on Instagram and on Twitter, and at BravoChick on Twitch and TikTok.
And if you missed it at the beginning, because I totally said my socials at the very beginning of the podcast, I am Nickinator. Nickinator15 on Twitch. All right. I've been doing this dual streaming with Twitch and YouTube lately. On YouTube, I do have the social just Nickinator, at Nickinator, which is fantastic. But Twitch, I can't get it. Somebody took my name.
Feels so sad, man.
But I'm on Instagram as well as the real Nickinator is what I'm on Instagram. So, you can see my beautiful face on there. It's been
if you liked this episode, which I mean it was one wild ride. Make sure you share this wild ride with your family and your friends, and
make your dog watch it too.
Yeah, make the dog watch it. Let the cat listen in. And give us them lovely 5-star ratings. We'd really appreciate it. And we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Golly, what a weird episode. I went on some tangents there. Sheesh. That was super weird. Body painting really triggers me. Nick's like, golly. He was like, and that was the last
great. It was great.
Of GBBS ever.
It was great. Fantastic episode.
We're going to get canceled.
Very much enjoyed.
Fault, Wendy. That was wild. About an hour 40. Sheesh.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like we went that long, but we did.
Yeah, it's that body painting stuff that really just made time fly, isn't it?
Golly.
Thinking about things that are so much fun, right?
I just don't get it. If you're a body art painter, if you're a body artist, that's cool and everything. I don't get it, I guess. I don't understand it. I just feel like it's one of them loopholes on Twitch, but whatever.
People will always find a loophole, all right?
Yeah.
There will always be loopholes everywhere.
Which, as long as you're pulling in several $1,000s for the platform every month, they'll give you a little slap on the wrist every time anyway, so.
Exactly. They want their money. Mm-hmm. They know people want to watch this stuff. They got to have that balance where it's like, well, we did something.
We did a thing. Yeah. It's like that one streamer, she's no longer streaming, but like she gave alcohol to her cat. I think she threw up in her cat's mouth. She threw her cat, and she showed her vajayjay several times on accident. And they would always just it'd be like a 24-hour ban because she was dating someone at Twitch at the time as well. Oh, bad on you.
Damn.
24-hour timeout, and she come back the next day. In the cat's mouth. Yes. She threw up in the cat's mouth. It was awful person. A lot of people figured out her general area and started calling animal activists and shit like that. So I thought that was kind of funny.
Good.
Because she deserved it. That cat deserved to, be treated better. I think there should be a pet offenders list, just like there's a sex offenders list. Nick's like, my brain is mush. Stop talking. Just stop talking, bro.
I'm just trying to figure out why I dropped 16,000 frames this stream.
I only dropped 1,200. And that was after I switched to Houston. So I might stay on the Houston servers.
I thought it would be switching the server. I switched to one that I get 100 quality, and it's fucking terrible again. I don't get it. YouTube's fine, and I'm pushing it to a higher bitrate there. 3 times the bitrate goes to YouTube, and it's completely fine.
That's Twitch for you.
And then Twitch has just been hating on me. And I've done
Twitch has been hating on me too.
I've done a speed test just to make sure, and ping is 3 milliseconds. Download 937, upload 918. You can't tell me that's not enough to fucking stream to Twitch.
It's not your end, it's Twitch. 100%. Instead of, rolling out more servers around the world, they're going to give us all this meaningless bullshit that no one really wants, because that's what Twitch does.
So is this normal? Like, is this normal for people to drop 16,000 frames in 2 hours? I don't think so. I want to know what other people are having, like what their experience.
I don't think so. Like, I dropped 1,200. But before when I was on the Atlanta server, I dropped like 930, in like 3 seconds, which is crazy.
So maybe it is
like
this
that.
server that's just.
Yeah.
See, I thought I changed the one that's better.
But see, you just went Roboto on Discord. But that was the first time you went Roboto on Discord.
I went Roboto on Discord.
For just like a second. Literally like that long.
Oh yeah, I see it going yellow. Like, is it my computer maybe that's having issues? I don't know.
I don't know. I think maybe your computer's like bottlenecking with the transcoding.
No, it wouldn't be that. It's just my computer probably just hates me. Sounds about right, right?
You are pushing, like you said, to YouTube and Twitch at the same time now as well.
Yeah, but that shouldn't be an issue. I'm only 28 CPU and 60% GPU.
I don't know what to tell you then, other than like YouTube has far superior servers than Twitch, which wouldn't surprise me at all.
Yeah, I know. Well, I know their servers are better because you can stream like a 50K bitrate if you want to YouTube. You can do 4K streaming.
That is crazy.
At 50K bitrate, so.
That is wild. Anyway, I'm gonna get on out of here, but I'll be back tomorrow with some more ATS trucking. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, you might see me. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, I'll go to class and then whatever else afterwards. I will be home around 4-ish, so.
Alrighty then. Don't know what time I'm starting. Probably sometime in the afternoon.
I don't know if I'm doing like I don't know if I'd be able to do a full night of trucking. It's something that
Yeah, Tendrick. Well, I think Tendrick usually gets home and so maybe I'll wait and start in the evening too. What time are you thinking of wanting to start tomorrow, Tendrick? You got a ballpark?
Because I'll probably do like some Call of Duty multiplayer for like a couple hours and then do trucking for a couple and.
Yeah.
Because I can't do, I don't know, I find I can't do trucking for very long. Usually a few hours at the most.
Right. Yeah, I get that.
I don't know. I get tired.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it.
I get tired.
100%. So. But, yeah. So I guess I'm gonna bebop on out of here, but it's been fun.
Oh my
it was
God.
weird.
So
weird.
An update on Call of Duty as of like half hour ago. Fixed an issue causing multiple crashes on PC.
Oh, imagine that. Wow. They were listening. They were listening to the podcast.
I don't know.
Real world change happening here, folks.
Right. Well, anyhow. It's been a pleasure, guys. Thanks for watching and everything, and we'll catch you guys later.